kilograms down, and a few, that's the main one we're looking at, body fat percentage. Hopefully get that down, but what, 2 kilograms since yesterday. Let's try again tomorrow, see where we're at. It's Tuesday morning and do you know what, I still don't feel hungry, which is weird. Well, not weird, but obviously my body's getting energy from elsewhere, from my fat hopefully. But I don't even know this, that your body doesn't eat away at your fat. It eats away at your fat and your muscle. And obviously they can try and work out at what ratio it is, however it's different for everyone. So that's why you might find that when you do this, you don't just lose fat, you obviously lose a bit of muscle as well. Because your body will just go to any source, the nearest source for whatever muscles you're using. But the one thing I do miss, I do miss that, like, enjoyment from food. I feel like a fat person saying that like, you know, having a piece of toast or a cup of tea and like that feeling of like satisfaction. You know, I don't miss the actual calories from it. It's just that it is a routine. It's just a routine that you get yourself in, and that, you know, you say, oh, I can't do anything until I have this, because your brain's telling you, oh, you normally do this now and it feels nice. But yeah, that's the only bit I'm missing at the minute. It's weird, I don't actually feel hungry at all. So today the plan today, whether it pans out like that or not, is I'm going to go to Eurocell. I need to take that tipper and then go to Eurocell. So I'm going to empty the tipper that's full now at Oldham Brothers. Then I'm going to go to Eurocell in Huyton, pick up these trims for the other student jobs, and I need to get another tin of paint for the back garden in 59. I can't believe we've used a full tin, but I suppose it probably goes on quite thick, doesn't it? And then at least it shows obviously the colour in the back. Magnolia, it's only £40 a tub rather than the 90 odd which the front is. So we've got 2 tins for the front and a tin for the sills, and then also hopefully that's enough, because that one is more expensive to buy, but as long as it looks good. And then I need to get some black spray paint for the metal rail, and we used to just take them off, but I just think while they're on they look good, we might as well just spray them. So we'll spray them first while they're prepping. And then what else have we got? It's just obviously carry on inside. I need to get someone onto the other student job, the one we're doing, that's nearly basically done. Paint the back of that one as well, so I need to get 2 tins of that actually. So that'll be my first trip, then the tipper, then Eurocell, and then we'll come back and hopefully have everything to box these ones off now. And then we're just waiting on 2 beds for one of the houses, but that's out of my control. But yeah, let's see how we get on.
Tuesday.
Radio. So we're just pulling up to Oldham Brothers. Whoa. One of the lads going in and then he ran him over. Oh, is he coming out? Oh, he said it was quiet and now it's absolutely shocking. So we're just having to wait whilst they take a non-recycling load. I just took the net off. I might see if this guy will tack that on for me. I've got a new pin here, so while I'm waiting. So I've just been to Hardens in Huyton. I didn't even know it was there, to be honest. I googled the nearest one and obviously it come up that there was one in Huyton where I'm going to pick the trims up from Eurocell. But oh my god, painful in that shop. Like, you go in and I asked how many fire strips are in a pack, and he said, oh, I don't know, I'll go and ask one of the lads to go and get one out for you. And then you stood there for 10-15 minutes, someone brings them out and he goes, right, there's 25, and you go, okay, I'll have a pack of them then. And they go, yep, sound, and then you pay for them. And then you've got to wait for the fella, even though he's already picked them out, you've got to wait for the fella to sign them off. So I'm just stood there thinking, come on, I need to go back to the job, like. And we're just pulling up now to Eurocell. So we'll get these trims for around the windows. There's Ben. Hi mate, you alright? Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, you alright?
Yeah, just realised we haven't done the skirting board in the cupboard under the stairs. Now, we don't have any skirting board left, but we've got a bit of architrave left. Shall I just do it in architrave, or would that look silly?
I'll pick a length up. How much you need? Let me know. Text me how much you need.
Alright, no problems.
I'll grab one now.
Cool, alright, cheers.
See you in a bit.
Bye.
Van's starting to play up again with the key, which is great. Oh, so he's sitting here, and this time it's recognising the key, the central locking's working, the steering wheel lock's working. It's actually the ignition, like the warming up sign for the glow plugs isn't coming on, and when that doesn't come on, it won't start the van. So I'm not sure if I take that to a garage or if I ring the key guy again. Sorry, it's Andy with the tipper.
How are you? Okay.
Yeah, so the keys working fine, but it's just starting to like. I've just sat in it, then it wouldn't start. So the central locking's working, the keys going in, turning. It's just on the actual dash. There's no, like the ignition coil that says that the thing's warming up. When that doesn't show, it won't start.
Well, you're not getting your coil light.
Yeah, the coil light doesn't come on, and then the key just keeps turning left and right. You know what I mean? And then eventually the coil light comes on, and that's when I know that it'll turn over. I'm just wondering if it's a key issue or an engine issue.
I've never seen that problem off a key.
Yeah.
What year was your van?
Year 2010.
I don't ever recall, or I can't think off the top of my head that I've ever had that where you don't get the ignition lights. Sorry, we did get the coil light. You get everything else.
Yeah. So do you think it's an engine issue rather than a key issue?
I would certainly say so, because you've got is the steering lock coming off?
Yeah. So it's just started again now, but that's how it started originally, if you know what I mean.
Right, was it? Yeah.
And then obviously it went to the point where it wouldn't turn.
Switch on yours, didn't we?
Yeah.
Right. So the way I would see that then is that what your initial problem was in the first place?
Yeah.
So you weren't getting what's been about 3 weeks, isn't it? Something like that.
Yeah, it's hardly been. Yes, it's working now. But literally, I went in the shop, then come out, and when the ignition coil doesn't come on, the key, obviously the key's working fine. Say the central locking and that, and the steering lock. But there's just times where that coil light doesn't come on, and then I know that it's not going to start. It just doesn't make an attempt to start.
I'll tell you what to do then is get yourself back home, or back to wherever it's going to be, and then text me the reg of it. And what I'll do is I'll speak to somebody that I know later on. Probably not till about 11 o'clock. He's probably not going to be available from. He can't answer his phone in work, you see.
Okay.
And I'll put the question to him. But as far as I'm concerned, if it's only the coil light that you're not getting, then that's something else. That says to me like something to do with your heater plugs, like the heater plug relay.
Yeah, so if the heater plugs don't heat, then it won't even put power to the starter motor, basically.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that could be like it might have a relay for the heater plugs or something like that.
Yeah.
To transfer the power over to the heater plugs while they're warming up.
Yeah.
So if you're not going to the light on that, if that relay's gone, maybe it could be something along that lines.
But then it's intermittent, so it's like it's working now, and then you turn it 20 times, and then it comes on.
Don't know the answer for that really. That's a bit odd.
No worries. I just thought I'd check whether it was a key issue, or I was thinking it was more of a.
Yeah, well, I mean, the simple fact is if you've got two switches, and you get the same fault now with both switches. Well, that can't be a coincidence, that can it? That's got to be the van that's the issue. Something on the van that's causing it.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. I'll
send us the reg when you get back, and I'll make the phone call later when it's out of work.
All right. Cheers for that.
All right, mate. Good luck.
Speak to you in a bit. Bye. Right, you can see now it's doing it. So that coil isn't coming up, and now it'll start. So, I mean, I need to go in and get these engine light off anyway, but last time it was in, that was all stuff that was fine. Just been to Screwfix to get some black spray paint, because we've got the gates and fence on the front of one of the students' ours, which I say we normally take them off, but these ones are alright, so I've just left them on for now. And it's a lot easier to spray them than to bother painting them individually. So yeah, back to jobs. I need to go and pick up paint now and then back to jobs. So, just picked paint up from Johnson's Paint, and the van has decided not to start again. So I've been doing a bit of research, and I found on a forum, always handy, isn't it, Googling, unless it's a medical condition, never Google it because you'll think you're about to die. But it says, replace the glow plug module with the updated latest and greatest version. If not already done, the original modules have been known to fail at that age in your 2008. So this is the 2010 tipper. So I've just had a little look on eBay. Mercedes Sprinter glow plug module, and there's a second hand one, 15 quid, but for the sake of 30 quid. So what I need to do is find the one that fits in here. Hi mate, you okay?
Morning, yeah, I'm good, thank you, yeah. I've thought of a way to make both our lives easier. With the EML certs, obviously I know you're busy, so I don't want to put too much pressure on, but your certs have a password. If I have the password, I could change the dates on the EMLs that you've already sent me in the past and just apply them, because you've done the work, haven't you?
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll do them tonight. I literally,
okay.
I've got time tonight. I've just been, I totally forgot about them when I was doing the fire ones the other day. And then as soon as you said it, I was like, oh yes, I remember now, like going in, turning them off and then coming back thinking...
Yeah, no, but it's not a big thing, mate. It's just one of them. We're just all busy, aren't we? Yeah. So,
yeah. Well, I'll definitely send them across tonight, yeah.
Well, so I'm gonna just do. Well, you're doing the same date as the fire panel certs, yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect, mate. That's cool. All right, great stuff, mate. I'll catch up. What about blinds in 78 Garmoil? Are you ready for them? Because you just left there, wasn't it? They couldn't fit them all. Are you ready for them to fit?
I'm just heading back there now, so let me just double check. I think from the top of my head, all the top rooms were done. It was only the doors that needed painting.
Okay. And those glass panels in the front bay, are they done now? Yeah.
No, wait. I've got to pick them up actually.
So kind of you want to do that? Probably want to do that first before we put the blinds on. I would have thought. Yeah. All right. Well, that's cool. I think he's saying next Tuesday
Okay.
Alright, cool. Right, well,
Right.
I'll see you in a bit, mate.
See you in a bit.
Thank you.
Bye. Mate.
Sure, mate. Sure.
Now, whenever you're doing these, whenever you're ordering parts from for a van or glow, we need to get the part number off it really, or at least if I know the shape of it, I can be like, yeah. But I've not changed the glow plug module before, so I'm gonna Google probably now whereabouts it will be. Hopefully it's not somewhere hidden in the depths. While I'm here, just check them. God, that's hot, isn't it? Everything else looks alright. So I'm laughing because I've just realised I can do the mix over one where I'm in the not that it's any use. But I've got the van started, as you can probably hear, and so I'm going to head back to the job, drop. Oh, you're joking. Johnson's delivery there. I'm going to head back to the job and drop all this stuff off, and then I'm going to take the van to the garage and see if that's something he can swap for me, the glow plugs module, and maybe I don't think it is the glow plugs because it's starting, everything's working fine, so I think they're fine. It's just that maybe that module that it must send the signal to the glow plugs module, I'm guessing, to check that they've warmed the glow plugs up before starting the van. So before it goes to the starter motor, it must have some sort of relay back to the starter motor to say, yeah, it's okay to start. Otherwise, if the glow plugs weren't working and you're trying to start it, you'll be starting cold, which could damage it. So, thought Mondays were faff, but at least it's still only early. What was it, 10:30? So this is where I go on so much about having everything there ready for people, because now I feel like I've wasted this time having to go and pick stuff up, when if we can order it and have it delivered and everything there ready and order the correct amounts, then we won't have this time wasted then. I came to that before. I asked Tom to put them on and they weren't tied in. They weren't like tied in together like what you're doing now. So I've just driven down the road and one of those could have flung out. So it's my fault for not checking the van, but
How did you pull it?
they were just closed and like weren't like, you know, clipped in. But yeah, that'd have been another claim on my insurance. So me and Ben are just, I've got that plastic for there now. I've just picked that up. If we can get that bit boxed off, and then we need to silicone the bottom of these.
Oh yeah, do you have sorts?
I've just bought it then from your sale. And then these, really, I hate these. I've never used one of these. The only time I've ever used one is maybe for standing on it to get out of a window or something. However, someone makes these every single bloody job.
No, we've had them for a while, those ones.
No.
Yeah.
No, because we don't carry them anywhere.
I swear Gary made these.
No, look how many cuts it's got in it. That's hardly been used. So they get made every single job, and at least 2 or 3 of them get made. And then the next, I mean, I guess look, we're at the end of the job now, and this is still here because no one wants it. I think people think it's a good idea to build them because it makes them look like a joiner, when in reality you don't need it. Like I don't cut anything on that.
I haven't set up on the.
You just use a chop saw.
I have a chop saw set up on there.
Oh, I've got a stand for the chop saw. So I pay for all this wood. People make 2 or 3 of them each job, and then they get binned, and then I've got to pay to get rid of them.
You pay to buy more than you make a new one.
Yeah. So if I walk in on the next job and someone's making one of them, I'm going to give him a smack. Or I'm going to say, I'm going to write your name on it, and end of the job, you need to take that home with you, rather than me paying to get rid of it. Only little bits left to do on here then, isn't it? But it's all the finishing bits.
Landing lights, test smokes,
I'll put the end of the lines in. I haven't done that.
end lines, silicon bathroom, silicon kitchen,
Sound.
maybe around the front door.
Sounds good. So I'm on the way to MDL now. I've got to go and get stair caps and one length of skirting, because we just missed a bit inside the cupboard and we had some architraves left, and I was like, no, I'll do it properly. But I've just pulled up to the job and there's like 5 lads painting, and you think, this goes for everyone in whatever industry you're in. Like, as a boss, I look at that now and I think, I can't have 5 lads painting, because there's 5 brushes, 5 roll, everything's just getting like ruined when, and then tomorrow, I've literally just seen the receipt on the group for rollers and paintbrushes, and I'm like, you bought them the other day, but because they're not yours, you just bin them and go and then ask me for more. But it's about having strings to your bow. So if we turn around now and go, like, it started raining, so the lads all went in and went, what can we do inside? Oh, painting. Everyone jumps on the painting, and they're not even very good at painting, so we're paying lads like good money to do painting, when I can get me mate and his dad in and they'll do more than anyone, and better as well. So, and they won't ask me for brushes. So I'll turn around to them and go, right, we've got painters coming in, so you can't do that. And they go, all right, what else? And I go, well, look at the jobs. And they go, well, I can't do any of them. And they turn around and go, right, go home then, because, you know what I mean? So I try and instill this in all of them, that if I can give you a job and you can do it, amazing. That's when you'll get more money. But you'll stay on the money you're on if scenarios like this come up where we get to end of a job and there's loads of little bits doing, but you can't do any of them other than painting and brushing up. We don't need 5 lads brushing up. So yeah, always try and grow your skill set, so that, I say, as an owner, I'm being honest, someone's far more valuable who can do more skills than just one in the type of industry that we're in. But if you're a labourer, you're not going to be a professional labourer. So yeah, take the opportunity to learn stuff while it's in front of you, so that when stuff comes up, you've got a chance. And then look at buying a van, because if you haven't got a van, you can't have your own tools, then you're relying on me or others then, so you're not as valuable. So those people who say, well, oh, you know, I've been a plasterer for years, I've never driven, well, great for you, but in reality, you're not as valuable. I don't know how you just get materials to the job, or mixer, if something goes wrong and you need to just run and grab something, you're not as valuable. So yeah, little rant over. So we've just been diagnosing a fault with these 4 hall lights, and it's one of those jobs that you just sort of left. However, Ben's tested it at the sensor, the sensor's working, we've got power to each light, and then the only other thing I could think of was, it's unlikely, however, we've just done it and it worked, is that maybe these 4 lights are faulty. So what I did was I come in here where I knew one of these was working, and I took it out, and then I've wired it in, and wouldn't you know, all 4 are working fine. So something to consider when you're doing electrics. I only thought of doing that because of a call out I did, where I'd done everything and I was testing everything and I was baffled, thinking I don't know what's going on here. And then it turned out that it was just the two down lights that I'd tested were actually broke. And you just think, obviously here, 4 of them, you think, you know, it's unlikely that 4 of them are damaged, but like when you look at that, it's like a sealed unit. I don't even know how that could be damaged, but we've got some spares of these, luckily, so I'm going to swap them out and get it back working. So we've swapped them now. Ben's going to go and put the lights back on, and hopefully these all come back on. Take your time.
Sorry, I say hold on.
Yeah, put the lights on. Are they on? Yeah. Sound. So I'm coming in one of the bathrooms because I think wherever the ducting went, I don't know if there was a steel or something in the way that they meant that they had to put the fan like inside the shower. So to do this, we've got to reduce the voltage to 12 volt. So you get yourself a transformer that reduces the voltage to 12 volt. Obviously that can go up there, bring that down. And then one thing I was just admiring about this, these extractor fans. So we use PIR and humidistat. So if you walk in the room, it'll come on. If there's moisture in the room, it'll come on, and that's when obviously it'll go off. So you walk in the room, it'll come on, and then it'll only you have a shower, it'll only turn off once you've once the moisture in the room is gone. However, I just noticed this cool little feature on this fan. I don't know if you can see that. It's like a little plastic flap. Dead simple design, but obviously as you blow, it comes out. However, blow that way and no air can come back in, which obviously on these student properties we've had in the past where we've had a fan going up and out, and depending on what type of cover you put on the outside, so we used to put the flap ones, which I'll put here, and then what was happening is, as the students were moaning about the flapping, they could hear it at night. And then you've got the Louvre ones. However, the Louvre ones allow air in. So you used to walk in, you'd see sometimes that you'd have air coming back into the bathroom from the outside, which isn't a bad thing, but obviously it was like, you know, cold air that was, so the students are starting moaning about that. So yeah, impressed with these fans. So we'll probably put them on order for the next one as well. So we just had that warp door. I forgot about that, you know, that's my fault. I'd emailed them back, Hardens, and then they turned around and said, yeah, that's just a generic email. No one reads them. They're like the one you get the, oh, that was me. Yeah. We've got a new thing. And that is a wrap for, what day is it?
Thursday. Fucking what?
The Tuesday. Mick, what do we say to people who are enjoying the channel?
Like and subscribe.
And what else?
Alt labour.
Dave, what do we say to people who are enjoying the channel? What do we say to people who are enjoying the channel?
Carry on watching. Tell all your friends and family about us.
Beep! 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 Oh, she's the woman. Yeah, it's not. She's not happy here. Not happy here, was she?
She was the one moaning at me the other day.
About the van?
Yeah. Over the vans.